Star Wars Squadrons from EA is a beautiful game, and it's full of interesting ideas. But does it have enough? Hello, my name is Nick, one of the four brothers here on SofaBits, the best ist channel on YouTube. So for a bit today, I'm going to determine whether EA's Star Wars Squadrons, it's a lot of S's, is worth the money. Now there's no other place to start than the impeccable presentation. Because, oh my god, this thing is... You know what? Just look at this.
Temperance, this is Vanguard Squadron. We're closing in on the listening post now.
Excellent. Upon arrival, you should be able to overhear some Imperial chatter. You can thank Ardo and his spy network later.
Let's form up with our Corvette. It'll run interference during the strike. Here we go. 5, give him everything you got. Good, you're almost there. On my mark, it's bombs away.
What? It's a raid! Alert TIE patrols!
Nicely done. You're a natural 5.
Well, 5, you really let him have it. Receivers are done for. I don't care if we're under attack.
Fly into the vent and destroy the station's power cores. When you get to the core, start dropping bombs and do not stop. You won't have much time to get out once the core explodes, so be ready to fly fast. Nice one, 5. Drop your bombs, 5. Don't worry about anything else. Just destroy the pit. I heard that from all the way out here. Get moving, 5. Quick, the vent is closing. Go, go, go.
It is gorgeous. And to be clear, I'm just a casual fan of Star Wars at the best of times, but look at those cockpits. All the little dials, buttons, the design of the radar, every bit of information the player needs is fitting seamlessly into the environment. The deep sounds of a dogfight between Imperial and Rebel ships, the thrill of flying dangerously close to fallen debris, is a joy like no other. This decision to make the player's view from the cockpit should be commended, and I know it was also necessary for the VR experience they wanted to create, but it adds so much immersion and thrill to the game. Look, basically, if you rated games purely on their visual design, this would be getting a 10 out of 10 from me. So Nick, it clearly looks great, it clearly sounds great, but how does it play? This game has a surprising amount of depth to it. When playing through the first few missions of the campaign and getting accustomed to its mechanics, I was honestly overwhelmed. Let's look at this A-Wing's cockpit. In addition to the standard flying and shooting as you might expect, you have a few different systems you're going to have to manage on the fly. On the fly. Get it? On the fly. So here's what we have. Here you can see your ship's blaster's energy level, then there are the boost charges, the inventory of your missiles and other special weapons. You can also choose if you want to reinforce shields in the front or the back. Then there's managing your speed. Flying at medium capacity enables the best turning, but be sure to fly fast enough to get out of harm's way. Also, there's countering enemy missiles. Also, there's a mini-map, but don't forget to look where you're going so that you don't run into anything. Which is a common problem for me. But my favorite part has to do with these 3 little lines. Each of these represents a mode that you can put engine power to. Right now, it's balanced, and with the D-pad you can switch between an offensive mode, defensive mode, and one that focuses on speed and maneuverability. Each has their upside and downside. Putting engine power towards the attack increases the effectiveness of your lasers and the speed in which they recharge, but it is at the sacrifice of your defenses and agility. And on top of all those options you have inside the cockpit, there are multiple ships and loadouts to choose from. There are 4 ship classes for each side that roughly equate to the all-rounder, the quick one, the strong bomby one, and the support one. I found that my favorite was the A-Wing, one of the quick and agile ones, because when playing the others I never felt as effective, because 75% of the time it was me turning as hard as I can as I struggled to get a lock on any enemy ship. This truly is one of those games that is easy to pick up and play, but hard to master. There's even a drift in this game, but I have yet to successfully pull that off. But that could also be that I am bad, which is very possible. So far in my assessment, I've concluded that the game is fantastic looking, and the gameplay itself is deep and engaging, but what does the game offer the player? What can you do? The game modes include a single player campaign, which is fine. It has its cool moments and it has its characters, but as we all know, it's basically a giant tutorial for the multiplayer, which includes dogfighting, your basic 5v5 team deathmatch, and fleet battles, where 2 squads battle to control territory, take down key ships, and secure victory by blasting apart the Star Destroyer or whatever the Rebel Alliance equivalent is. And that's it. So after completing the campaign and sampling its 2 multiplayer modes, I struggled, and heck, I'm still struggling with the question, is it worth the money? Let's start with the quick answer. I want Squadrons to be worth it, and I think it can be. But as it stands right now, I feel kind of bad paying $40 for this. But let me break this down. Due to its stunning visuals and gripping gameplay, I want Star Wars Squadrons to succeed. But the great gameplay is best served, in my opinion, in a simple, fast game mode like dogfighting, because it balances the heart-pumping action with its unique strategic elements in the cockpit. In contrast, when I played the fleet battles, this grindy war of attrition slowed the momentum of the game way down. Every sluggish aspect of this game seemed to be amplified in this mode. When I was playing any ship that isn't one of the really quick ones, it started to feel like I was turning and getting nowhere. The respawn time in both modes is 15 seconds, but let me tell you, those 15 seconds feel like forever in fleet battles. You are trying to slowly and methodically chip away at your enemy's defenses, and then when you die, having only made a small dent, the penalty of that death seems so high. Like any multiplayer experience, I burn out after a short while, but I grew tired of this game quicker than most. Now, this could be down to personal taste, of course, but I wish Squadrons would add a couple of game modes with quick, decisive moments in mind. I think a capture the flag style mode wouldn't be out of place here. One team responsible for defending the flag, the other team trying to devise a precise plan to take it and cover their escape. I don't know, but what would help any experience of Squadrons is to have a full group of your friends playing together. I played on my own, and I know for a fact I would have had a fuller experience in fleet battles if I could plan attacks and strategies with my team. Now, I love certain aspects of this game, and I would be down to try it again with my friends. But at the same time, I could also see myself never playing it again. Overall, EA's Star Wars Squadrons has all the looks of a stellar space battle experience, but it feels like it's still missing something to keep me coming back for more. So there are my thoughts. My thoughts alone, I have no idea what my brothers would think of this game. Dylan's probably like, Nick, you don't even understand the Star Wars references. And Zach's probably like, shut up, you bot. And Jake's probably like, what? But in any case, if you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. We'd really appreciate it. And if you think I'm crazy or hit the nail on the head or don't like blue shirts, I don't know, let me know in the down in the comments below. Nail the line. And with that, I've been the brunette brother of Sofa Bits, Nick. I have botched this outro. Please subscribe.